Camera one is rolling.
My little girlfriend asked about you too.
Rolling. And action
Little shorty asked about
No
you.
doubt.
We forgetting.
We back.
I can't bring too many friends of mine to this show because
Don't do it. Please. Spare me, man.
I'm gonna tell you a quick story.
Here
Right?
we go.
When you bring a date to a podcast, they really think you together with them. Like y'all go together. It's like a date, just like a setup
The
here.
storm. Like, the energy is always crazy. So when you enter this place, like,
Just thought about that. Was random. That's Sophia. Don't bring no dates to this podcast. They gonna think they're your boyfriend.
But yo, hold up, man. We starting this show. First thing I would definitely want to do is I want to give my condolences and respect to the great Lawrence Moulton from Syracuse University.
Yeah. R.I.P. Lawrence.
Came into the Big East as a freshman, and he just turned it out, man.
Right.
Whatever you want to say, I'm good with it. But he turned it out.
4 years.
Like he came in like right away, averaging 20 for a freshman, and I was a sophomore at the time. I just like, oh my, I'm in trouble, like because this kid came in. But I got the chance to play with him in Puerto Rico, and he was like he was a funny dude, man. And it was like, we were enemies for so long in the Big East, but we was on the same team. And we just talk about just memories and playing in the Big East. The Big East is a special place, man. So my condolences to Lawrence Moore and his family.
R.I.P. baby.
All the Syracuse Nation.
Yeah.
They're not in our conference no more, so it's all good. My boy Adrian Red Autry, who played with him for 3 years, Conrad McRae, rest in peace. John Wallace, Otis Hill, all my guys that I know. Just my condolences to that special player. But
Eton, shout out, R.I.P. to the legend.
So I want to segue into this because I want to see my boy Rube sent me a video, some highlights of Victor Wembanyama, yo. And I'm just gonna say it was pretty spooky, Ty. I don't know what to tell you. We all know what it is. And by the way, my co-host Fly Ty's in the building right now, of course.
This guy, you so
Wemby.
caught up in your intro. You don't even introduce me at this point.
Wemby, man.
Wemby a freak of nature. What can I say? He just got to stay healthy, man.
Wouldn't be different. You never seen somebody like him. It's
like
crazy.
the highlight I saw, like the defense, just like he backed somebody in, and the dude looked like a midget, man. And he was like 6'9". Like he backed him in and he dunked it on him hard.
Yeah.
So pause, but especially to
be on the pause with you.
But welcome to the Storm. We here. It's Lithic. My co-host, partner in crime, Fly Ty.
Hello.
As always. What's up, my man?
Hello.
What's on your mind, man? You good?
No, I'm happy to be here. I'm excited per usual. I'm excited to be here. But we got a super talented guest that we want to get into.
Super duper special guest. So he's new to the family, by the way of Providence,
Right.
by the way of Kentucky, by the way of Chicago, Illinois.
Yep.
We are very excited about you. After the season last year, it was just, I was hearing the name, Bryce Hopkins. Now, I've seen you play, but it was just like, the name was like, it was a lot of talk about you. It's Bryce Hopkins. So we have the privilege of having a special basketball player here, and we're going to get into it. The uber elite, talented.
Uber elite. I like that.
Bryce Hopkins. What's up, my man?
What's up?
I'm going to give it a clap for you, man. Thank you for coming.
Thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here, man.
What's going on, man? How you feel? How you feel today, this present day right now?
I feel great. We just had a great practice. Wrapped that up. We're practicing in the garden tomorrow. That's going to be fun.
Big. That's your first for the year?
First of the year. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's going to be a good time. Just can't wait.
I know, man. And we've been watching you guys practice, and we talk about this. I know you guys ready to play against.
Can't wait. We've been beating up on each other all summer. Can't wait.
Man, I mean, I've been watching the practices, man, and being a former Johnny, I want to keep it under the vest.
Yep.
I don't want to give out too much. I don't want to be too overly, but I'm enthused. I know my guy Ty here is enthused as well.
Y'all motherfuckers gotta win. Like all this practice shit is taking too long for the season to start. You guys look amazing in practice, but that's practice, right?
Yes, sir.
So again, this is another step in the direction of becoming immortal in New York, right? Because especially with the expectation. But let's learn a little bit about you, where you came from, how you got into the game.
Yep.
And just your background, family, foundation, and all the other stuff that really matters.
Yes, sir. So it all started in Oswego, Illinois.
Hey.
It's like a suburb, 45 minutes from the city of Chicago. My dad was the first one to put the ball in my hand. He played.
Did he hoop?
Yeah, he played in college at Tennessee Tech.
Okay.
He played there, and then he went to JUCO, COD in Chicago. But yeah, he was the first one to put the ball in my hand and introduce me to the game. Had me in the YMCA league when I was very young.
Love it.
Yes, sir. I started there.
You got siblings?
I got 2 older sisters. Yes, sir. I'm the
Oh,
baby
you
of
a
the family.
spoiled brat then.
Yes, sir. I'm the baby of the family.
No doubt. No doubt.
But yes, sir. Started off in the YMCA league. My dad used to tell me that the parents used to say I'm too advanced for the league there.
Compliment.
One of those. He was one of those.
Yeah. Compliment.
Yeah.
So that's when, like second grade, he put me in a AAU program called the Raptors, and that's where I first started. We traveled. I remember one of our biggest tournaments was in Orlando. It was called Nationals at the time.
Mm-hmm.
That was a great time. But it all pretty much started, and when I knew that I was taking basketball serious, when I had transferred to a Catholic school, going out of to high school.
How old? What grade?
My freshman year, going into
14. You like 14 years old.
Yeah. I was supposed to be going to a high school in the suburbs, but I had went to a camp. Rick Montnati, I don't know if you guys know him. He owns the pizza spot, Montnati's Pizza.
Mm-hmm.
So I started off there. I went to the camp. It was a great camp I had, and they expressed their interest in me. So I went and shadowed one of their players that they had there, and I fell in love with the school.
Nice.
And from there it just took off. Pretty much, made a name for myself and, started taking it more serious.
So at that age, 13, 14 years old, were you in like the inner city of Chicago, or you said you was like a little?
No, I wasn't in the inner city too much. But
In the burbs, baby. I
was.
went to school in the hood.
I was in the burbs, but when I did transfer to Fenwick, which is the Catholic school I transferred to, we was playing more inner city schools. So
that was the first like time like
for sure
interacting with the kids.
Yes, sir, for sure. That was the first time.
So what do you think about that competition?
It was great. That was the best of the best. The Catholic League was great, and then we also played like non-conference games against Simeon, like we was talking about earlier. Like Benji Wilson, all the history that they got there, and just playing in tournaments throughout the city where all the competition was. It was just great.
I always had like I don't know, a kind of affection for Chicago basketball, like just being like out, because other than him, like early on, I was like, I knew about all these different players. Like I knew about Benji Wilson. I think it was a kid named Jamie Brandon was my year. I don't know if you remember him, but he was like a McDonald's All-American, great player. So many great players, Isaiah Thomas, Marcus Wyatt. So as you in high school, like you're playing against all this competition, are you measuring yourself up to like try to be the best, or you just figuring it out, trying to like blend in?
Sure. No. I always wanted to be the best, and my dad was very good at like instilling that in my head when I was very young, just to be aggressive and never take the back seat to anybody. And I never wanted to just try to blend in. I always tried to push myself to be the best in the state. Me and my guy Max Christie, we was battling it out. He was number 1, I was number 2 in the state. And yeah, I mean.
Max Christie, NBA Max Christie?
NBA Max Christie, yes, sir.
What team you play for?
Mavericks right now.
Okay.
Max Christie's a bad boy. So
Yeah.
y'all like the same age group?
Yeah, same age group. We also played on the same AAU team too.
That's what I was about to ask. So during this time, high school, obviously AAU, was that the best player you played with at that time of your life?
I think so. Our team was pretty stacked when so I played on the Under Armour circuit for the Illinois Wolves for about 2-3 years. I started off 15U, and I ended up going to the EYBL to play for MoCan 16U. But yeah, I'll probably say that team that we had, it was Max Christie, kid Isaiah Barnes was pretty good. He played at Michigan. And there were some other players on the team that was great. But I would probably say Max was probably the best player I played with.
Fun times.
Yeah.
You guys won any chips during this time in high school?
In high school, like AAU or
High school, regular high school.
regular high school, see what happened in COVID.
I got a story like that too, but go ahead.
In COVID, that was probably COVID had happened. That was
Ah.
probably our best chance of, making it downstate. We was going to be planning a super sectional to go downstate, but they ended up canceling the game,
Damn.
which it hurt. There was a lot of talk around the towns. It was one of our rivals, St. Ignatius, but that ended up getting canceled. But that was probably going to be our best chance of making it downstate.
Kyle, we never gonna understand for a long time the impact of how COVID just eviscerated like a lot of potential like champions. Like it's a lot
Yeah.
of different stories. Like,
Yeah.
like this, man.
A lot of question marks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That had to be more like a trying time. The question I want to ask you: what player in high school that you saw that made you think like I got to get my shit together? That first player, like I got several myself, but that first player you saw him, you was like, oh shit.
I'll probably say it happened when I went to the Nike Elite Camp. It was just like the top 50 players, top 100 players in the country. We all went there for a weekend, and we all was battling against each other, practicing against each other, playing against each other. But I'll probably say Paulo was one of them.
Paulo
Macaro, for sure. Terrence Clark, rest in peace to him. He was in there. He was another matchup that was crazy to play against. Chet Holmgren. There was just a lot of guys that, that set the ceiling high and, wanted me to, or made myself want to, be better.
No doubt. It's like we all. I know we all experience it. Like we're coming up in high school ranks. We getting better. We getting better, and then it's like the inspiration though to just to push the foot on the gas, like to be even better than that. Like we see certain players. Like
For sure.
I don't know who it was for you, Ty. When you saw him, you was like, I gotta get my.
You keep forgetting my story not like y'all.
I know.
What you talking about?
It's still.
I was on the streets.
But
Like,
no,
what you
Ty,
talking about?
It still was somebody that you saw in basketball that made you just like, yo. Because I knew
Stephon Marbury.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
But that was my that was our rivalry. So that's what I saw.
You see him and it's like
I gotta get my
I
shit
couldn't
together.
imagine. Like I gotta get my So it's always important. Like we come across these other players and it's like okay, you know what I'm saying? Like I can only imagine like seeing Paulo's like okay.
No, for sure.
So-
And they had a lot of hype around their names and stuff too, so it made me want to prove myself even more and just stuff like that.
Motivation.
For sure, motivation for sure.
So what led you? So now, high school season is over. COVID is tripping.
Yeah.
Did you do the whole announcement thing? How did that work for you? Did you stay inside with your face covered?
This is
family.
yeah.
Senior year, COVID,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, he was struggling.
Before I got to college, yeah.
Yeah.
It was different. I mean, I had a lot of options to choose from, which was
Name your top five. Give us your top five.
Providence, Kentucky, Michigan, Illinois.
Nice.
All big boys.
Yeah, I forgot the last one that was in there, but those were probably the top four that I was choosing. Heavy.
That was your top four.
Yes,
Was you your same height in high school?
I was probably like 6'6", 6'5".
6'6".
In high school, yeah, for sure.
What made you commit to Kentucky?
I mean, Kentucky,
Legacy.
it was for sure. I mean, it's a blue blood school. I always watched them growing up. Just being part of that culture, I wanted to be a part of it. And, go play for somebody like Coach Calipari. I learned so much from the program over there. Yeah, that's pretty much
I didn't even know you went to Kentucky.
I
That's
did.
Crazy.
I did.
That's a crazy part.
And Kentucky has like of course we know it's like it's a legacy school. You want to go there because you want to add on to that.
Sure.
But in your opinion, it may not be a right spot.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Right fit.
Yeah.
Right fit.
Right.
But talk about your mindset there. What type of things that happened. What did you learn from it?
For sure.
From going to Kentucky.
Coming in as a freshman, I really didn't know what to expect. Living on my own for the first time, playing for somebody, of that caliber, Coach Calipari. It definitely pushed me. The workouts were definitely hard. I had to get used to the, physical, the strength, the speed. They love to play fast, stuff like that. But I just took as much, knowledge as I could and just tried to hear them out as much as I could. Like you said, it definitely was a hard time, coming in from high school. The ball was in my hand. I never really sat on a bench like that. And then getting there with, high-level players and had to earn my spot. And that was like the first time I actually had to, fight for a spot. It was
Rob
tough.
Strickland was coaching there?
Nah, he wasn't. Nah.
So who are the other players that was ahead of you?
Keon Brooks, he played there for a couple years before me. Jacob Toppin was there. Ty Washington came in my class. Damian Collins came in my class. Kellen Grady was there. Xavier Wheeler, Lance Ware, Oscar Shebe, who won the National Player of the Year that year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oscar Shebe.
Yes, sir.
He was putting in work.
The rebounding kid, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And I guess the message for this is like, not everybody. It's hard to like go a place and then just a perfect fit.
No,
right
for
away,
sure, for sure.
Even with me at like at St. John's, I was on the bench my whole first year.
Yeah.
I played, but it It was tough.
How the fuck you was on the bench your whole first year? You the biggest motherfucker in the
I
biggest?
just wasn't ready. I was,
Okay, I didn't know that.
Or it was players that the coach felt more comfortable with.
For sure.
So it's not always the right fit.
No,
and
for
some
sure.
players they don't see the long picture. They fold under.
For sure.
And then it's like, damn, your career is over.
Yeah.
You know,
100%.
and you gotta keep pushing.
So at Kentucky, fuck what he talking about. At Kentucky, shit ain't going your way.
Yeah.
Right? You come to the end of the season, you sit down with Pops,
Yeah.
and what pushed you to make the decision to go to Providence?
My dad, well, first of all, Coach Cooley recruited me very hard
Mm-hmm.
my first time around going out. And
Great decision, by the way.
I appreciate it. I was so close to going there over Kentucky my first year.
Right. That was your top 4. Right.
Yeah, but my dad just said, you either can, gamble with another year if you don't know if you're going to play or not. I had one of my greatest games at Kentucky against LSU, and that pretty much like got my name buzzing a little bit. And I remember Coach told me after the game, he was like, "You now, put me in a tough place that I got to play you now." And I didn't really get a lot of playing time after that. So my dad was just just keep that in mind and just make a business decision on, what's best for your career.
Mm-hmm.
And, just going to somebody like Coach Cooley, who I knew believed in me and how much he was recruiting me and how much interest he showed in me, just being there still when I was thinking about transferring, I felt like it was a no-brainer to go.
Hold on. Let's talk about. So what was that? Do you remember the stats from that freshman Kentucky game that just gave?
I think I had like 13, but I didn't really play too much until I came in off the bench for like a spark. And we sparked. I think we were down by like 11. I ended up coming in and I gave them a spark. My best game of the year, I think I ended with like 13 points. I was just being aggressive.
That was important.
Nah, it was crazy.
And what's going through your mind after the game?
It was just a lot of love from the fans. I had my first like media. I went talked to the media after the game. That was crazy.
You thought you was about to start, son.
Hey, I did. Hey, it was crazy. It was crazy.
I'm telling you, things like that people don't understand. That those things are important. Like, because you had your best game as a freshman. Now you're feeling a little bit like, you know what? Maybe okay. Sure. It's not too crazy.
Yeah.
So I think that's important. This is important for these basketball people, these basketball hopefuls who's watching this show. Maybe not a lot of high school kids, but they should be watching us. Like, sometimes you take something and you gotta like build on that.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
For sure.
No, you're 100% right. But that audience you talking to, these high school kids,
they might not
fucking listen.
They probably don't work. They probably not watching these days, but they should be. They should be.
So through that adversity, all that adversity at, Kentucky, now you going to Providence. What are your expectations? Fresh start.
Coming into the Big East now.
You do what I do.
Yes, sir. I mean, it was just pretty much get my name on the map and, just get to a place where I had my full confidence back and, I felt good on the court. And I feel like Coach Cooley did that for me. He embedded a lot of confidence in me and, he made me feel like myself again. And, I just can't thank him enough for, everything that we did together our first year.
Shout out to Coach Cooley.
Yes, sir.
Sure, definitely.
G-Town now, right?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to Joe.
They give him about $10 million a year, some crazy shit.
Get some guap. I'm happy for him.
Yeah.
I'm happy for the brother,
Yes, sir.
So you at Providence and things.
Oh, you was there with Sham was there with you?
Who?
Shamgar.
Nah, he wasn't there.
No, he left?
He came through a couple times. He got left.
Damn, I keep forgetting how young you are,
So
brother.
first year at Providence, tell me about that. Let's talk about that. How did it go in your mind?
It went.
If you want to talk about stats, that's fine.
I don't really know the stats off the top of my head, but the whole season, I mean, as a whole, I think I had a great year. I really think I put my name on the map that year. And, just through the games, when you're playing with confidence and you got a coach on the sideline that's just giving you all the confidence in the world, you're just in a free state of mind and it's just easy to play. You're not really thinking of like, oh, if I make a mistake, am I going to get taken out the game or stuff like that. So I feel like the season as a whole, it was just great opportunity for me.
So that first season you felt great feeling.
Amazing, yes, sir.
And you're returning back for the next season.
Yeah.
Tell me about that season. Let's talk about that. Now we talk about 23-24, right?
Yeah. It was crazy. Coach Cooley ended up making the decision to go to Georgetown that year, so I only played for him for 1 year.
Oh, you only got him for 1 year.
1 year.
But hold on, didn't that 1 year put you on the map as far as NBA? Because I think you was. I heard. If I remember, you was considering leaving or something.
Talk about that.
I was for sure, but I wanted to, accomplish more in the college game, and that was just a decision I had made. And going into my next year, new coach came in, had to adjust to that. Coach English had a good up and down start to the year. Had to adjust to like the playing style and stuff like that. Started getting it going midway through the year, and then that's when I had my injury, tore my ACL.
That happened in the game or practice?
In the game.
In the game.
In the game, yeah. I was on a fast break. I was outletting to my guy Devin Carter, and somebody had ran in front of me, and I'm kind of like put my foot down too early, and my injury happened.
That sucks.
No, for sure.
It sucks.
But,
Injuries is something else. I know how you felt.
no, for sure. It was a tough time, and like I said, just being away from the game for that long, I've never been injured like that, and just having to sit out and be on the sideline for so long.
So you missed the end of that year well as,
and then the following year I was trying to come back. I came back the 11th game of our season. I think it was like at the 11th month mark. Came back, had a pretty good game. We played against BYU. We beat them by a good margin. Went to the next game against our rivals, Rhode Island. Played them. We lost to them actually in a buzzer beater.
Tough.
That was tough. And then our third game against DePaul, I had went up for a layup and kind of messed my knee up again.
Same knee?
Same knee. I got a bone bruise in the back of my knee. My knee swelled up again, and I had to, go get it checked out in an MRI the next day, and that put me out for another month or so.
But let's rewind though, because my man was a all Big East performer at Providence, and I definitely want to, because you know me, I like to
shit. If he talking about hardship, of course he was good enough.
Yeah, I like to research a little bit, and your game was very treacherous, and I'm just gonna put it like that,
I appreciate it.
With your size and the shooting ability is pretty elite.
I think you killed St. John's too.
Yeah, I think he
Hey,
did.
you bust your current school last, it's okay, it's fine.
We're not gonna have Enu get the highlights on that.
I mean, he bust St. John's ass.
Hey, he put stuff together. Yeah. But the shooting ability is crazy, because it's like the ball gets swung to you and you're very, very comfortable outside. And that presents a problem, especially for guys that's bigger, because now we got to come out there.
For sure.
Right?
Yeah.
And then once you mix that up, and I saw a couple of highlights where you was knocking the three down, right? And then there was a couple of highlights where you give him a little upper,
candy,
right? And then the defense comes up a little bit tighter, and it's a wrap. Because my man is a downhill maven.
Yeah.
I mean, you've seen it, but I think he's a downhill maven. What I'm saying is, he upfakes, he goes to the hole, he attacks. I mean, it's hard to stop.
Your scouting report is mad impressive. I ain't seen son do all that though. This scouting report is crazy right now.
It presents a very difficult problem for the defense, because I'm thinking about me, and I'm thinking about even guarding him and how he was. Like, we got to get to the shooter, because these guys, like you and him, like, y'all knock those shots down. So we got to respect anything that you give us.
For sure.
So I could go back to both of you guys' careers while looking, and it was like, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Ty used to present problems, but, in prom to prom, I probably would have jammed you up a little bit, but that's
He always got to start. You always got to start. That was you. I played overseas for him for 2 years.
Yeah.
He set picks for me. He set picks, but I mean, again, you the minute I remembered that you were mentioned in the draft, I already knew you got busy.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Unfortunately, as you mentioned, the injuries, right? And coming back, maybe not 100% or whatever, an injury occurred again. What was your mind state back then? That's like, because I know injuries, and I know how they personally I know injuries, but mentally I know how that can hurt you, especially with that window you want to reach right there. Yeah. What was your mind state after that, the Paul game and getting the news?
It was tough. I mean, I was very nervous. Like the night before I was going to sleep, my mind was, I couldn't even really go to sleep that night, because I was just like, damn, did I do it again? I didn't know what to expect. Just going in, and then my my time for the doctor was later on in the day. So I'm going through the day just thinking about it. I'm like, pace, I'm like, asking my dad, I'm like, dang, I don't know if I did it again. My dad was nervous, mom was nervous. It was just a crazy time, but luckily the scan came back, nothing was, structurally wrong with my knee.
Right.
So that was good. I just had to wait for, the swelling to go down, of course, and just get back to a place where I felt fine. But yeah.
It's still a monkey on your shoulder though. You thinking about
It is, for sure.
Right.
For sure.
It was.
So I don't know if you remember this about me. My last 5 games, my St. John's career, I'm a senior. I tore a ligament in my thumb, and Inuka Potty Church, we played against Pittsburgh and we played against E-Mobe, and I'm like, I'm in hyper mode. I dunked the ball. I'm hanging on a rim, but the ref had told me something about the rim earlier, so I let go and I come down and I tore my ligament in my thumb. That, like, getting that news. So 5 games into the season, my senior year, plus I missed the Big East tournament. And
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so that injury, like, when you get an injury playing in the season, it sucks. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So I missed my rest of my senior year, but the great news for you, my brother,
Yes, sir.
you got a whole year, and of course we wish you nothing but blessings and health and all that.
Appreciate it.
Hold on, you after the port, you didn't play no more last year?
I didn't.
Oh, smart.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah.
So
I didn't know that.
Told me to take it easy.
No, you shit. I would have told. I don't even know you. I would have told you take it easy.
For sure. For sure.
So what so you were on campus,
Yeah.
probably receiving a bunch of hate mail because you wasn't playing.
For sure.
But
For sure.
hate mail.
yeah, you
Why
know
is he
fans,
getting hate mail?
you know fans don't understand injuries. You know how this world is. It is what it is.
Did I get hate mail? I got
Nah,
hate mail.
you ancient. Like nobody cared about that stuff like that. Now everybody got access. So you're on campus, and news. You worried about your injury. You're recovering from your injury.
Yeah.
What was your mindset? Were you already thinking about transferring for another opportunity, or were you going to consider going back to Providence?
I was definitely considering going back to Providence. I had been there for 3 years, and I love the school. I love the fans for when I was there. I mean, they always supported me. Did get a little different when I did, decide to sit out the rest of the year for sure. But they were always supportive of me, throughout the season when I was playing and stuff like that. And Providence always felt like a home to me.
Right, it's a little different. Like how?
Yeah.
What was going on?
What you mean?
Like
Yeah, hate mail.
Hate mail?
This guy thought I was
It's
just making
different.
shit
It's
up.
different with social media now.
Why is
It's different with social media.
Why is he getting? He's an old Big East performer.
He ain't
Why
doing
is he
it.
getting hate
He
mail
ain't
if
doing
he's
it.
singing?
He ain't doing it then. He wasn't doing it that day. They wanted him to do it.
I can't believe that.
When St. John's bust their ass, he wasn't playing. He was getting the hate mail.
Right, I can't believe that.
I mean, it's part of the game now. I mean, social media's grown so much, and it
Wake up
comes
now.
with it. It comes with
I mean,
it.
I know.
You're ancient, bro.
I mean, I got hate mail one time because I said something. We lost to Minnesota at the Garden. I said some bullshit about Minnesota. And I got mad hate mail for the first time. But say,
Hold on, so what your hate mail look like? They actually sent mail.
they sent mail. They sent letters to the school.
They
Like,
sent mad old, son.
what the fuck are you talking about, Scott? You ain't this and you ain't
Right.
that.
So my young fella got the shit on social media every game. I'm
Pretty
imagining.
much. No, for sure.
Right?
Yeah.
You guys lose a game. You ain't got nothing to do with the game. They mention you.
I can't believe that.
Charge that shit to the game, baby. Sure.
I can't believe that. Well, Providence, I'm ashamed for the fans for doing that to my man. But,
Be lucky.
season
all
over.
good.
His season is over last year.
Who gave you that call, though? Who gave you that
Time
call?
to make
for St.
decisions.
John's? Who gave you that call?
Decisions to make.
That's the question. Who gave you the first call? When
got-
St. John's came into play, baby.
We got on the Zoom pretty much after the season. We got on the Zoom, and I was thinking about putting my name in the portal. I ended up putting my name in the portal and got on the Zoom with St. John's. Coach P was on there, Steve Mass was on there, and Matt was on there too. So that was
Three-headed monsters.
yes, sir.
By the way, I love all those guys. Those guys are no nonsense. And
This guy
the best thing,
with this love shit.
man, I'm telling you, I mean, what you want me to say?
Well, okay, no,
But
that's fine.
I just think they know nonsense, and they tell it like it is. Sometimes it can hurt, but it's the best thing for a young player
Yes, sir.
because that's what the NBA is about.
For
you know?
sure.
So I just want to say that. But somebody called you, got on the phone with these guys, and then what was going on?
You committed right away after the call?
No, I didn't commit right away.
Okay.
You know, I still went on a visit. I went to a visit to Georgetown first.
Of course, see your old boy.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Went there, checked them out, and then I came to visit here right after that visit with Georgetown. And after the visit, I pretty much committed.
That visit is something else to the city, baby.
We know what the visit is. We know what the visit. But no, that had to be not the easiest decision because you go back to your old coach,
Very tough.
who's a beloved guy, great coach,
Very tough.
right?
For
and
sure.
now this new situation, this New York City situation.
Yeah, no, for sure.
So what was like?
I think I had to just make a tough decision with my parents and my support group on like what I actually want out of this. And like, I think it really came down to just being on the stage, like the player development that there is here. Like, you know, getting up in the morning, you got lift, and then you go straight to on-court workouts, and then you got practice in the afternoon. Just like the player development that you're getting every day, and you know, just all the stuff that they're preaching to us. You know, coming to a proven winner in Rick Pitino. I think that was pretty much big and why I wanted to be here because I know I have to win big to, you know, get to that next level. I know that's what they want to see.
It's integral.
Especially after last year where you sat down and watched us bust y'all ass at Providence. Just to reiterate that again.
If my man was healthy, it would have been some issues though. I do say that, but you know,
God, what team are you on, bro?
What fucking team I'm on, man?
Hey, he can kill all he wants as long as they lost. It's like he can score 40, Providence lose. I'm happy. Remember, I sit next to 530 at the game. I gotta hear this shit from Jamel
as much
Thomas.
as it's a St. John's thing, this thing about us, this New York City thing, this show is about you, my brother.
Yeah.
So, you know, I want to give props to what I think, at least, you know.
For sure.
But Ty's right though. But
So you're here now, right? You get you commit to St. John's, big city, big opportunity, lot of expectations.
Yeah.
First day of you guys returning to practice, summer practice.
Yeah.
What was your feeling? How did you feel? What did you see when you got on the court with the other 13 competitors?
Well, first, I think our first workout that we had together was conditioning. So, you know, going through the process and playing for, you know, Rick Pitino, you always hear about, like, how hard his practices are, how hard the conditioning is and stuff like that. You know, so that was our first workout that we had together. It was like a conditioning circuit that we did for, like, 45 minutes straight. With
Intense.
Very
High
intense,
level.
Very intense. That was crazy, but
How much time you had to go see Jill?
Jill, I mean, every now and then. Every now and
that's
then.
our sister, by the way.
Shout out
The
to
friend of the show. She's an
amazing,
angel.
for sure.
Yeah.
But you know, just doing the workouts every day. You know, going through the workouts, tough workouts, the intense workouts, like you said, with your brothers. You know, it only builds us up, and you know, we're gonna be ready when we get, you know, face adversity on the road and get in them tough environments.
Absolutely.
But even a little bit before that, when you committed to St. John's,
Yeah.
that was a big day for us.
Yes, sir.
You know, as fans, as former players.
Yeah, do you even know that?
I don't.
All right, so let me explain to you because I got Jorge Mango here, super fan,
Long time,
right?
man.
And these guys, again, no disrespect, I don't really follow all that shit,
No, for
right?
sure, for sure.
But it was such a big deal in New York City when you committed. I had to actually find out who the hell you were.
That's crazy. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was a big deal. So
crazy.
get ready for the extra expectations, but it comes. You want that pressure anyway, right?
Comes with it.
Right.
That's why you come here.
I'm gonna say this, you know, we all like 30 years friendship deep. So this is my Ruben Rivera. So when you committed, I mean, he was on for y'all got Bryce Hopkins. We got Bryce Hopkins. He kept saying it. And I was like, I kind of knew,
Yeah.
but he was just adamant about it.
No,
but
for sure.
we were just ecstatic.
Yeah.
You know, just a player of your caliber.
Yeah.
The things we know, your attributes, your characteristics.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
For
you know?
sure.
And we over the moon to have it.
Yeah. I'm glad. I can't wait.
Brother.
Can't wait to get started.
And I'm so happy for you, man, because this season is like it's like no other, man. I ain't
Yes,
gonna
sir.
lie, man.
Yes,
You
sir.
know?
Last
Like,
one too.
I'm glad you know,
Yeah.
I'm glad you're gonna get to experience this. And,
Yeah.
you know, and we definitely look forward to like the stars and stripes you're gonna get after the season, you know. And we're gonna be there with you, man. We're gonna be there
sir.
supporting.
Yeah, our expectations is y'all win. If you don't fucking win, I'm gonna sit his ass down. Like, well, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. See,
Now the Garden different though.
I already
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
Yeah.
I played there a few times for sure.
No,
On the other side.
You played on the other side.
Yeah, yeah.
Providence,
Other side.
Yo.
Providence is halfway weak, so it wasn't really packed like that in the Garden.
Yo,
You know what I'm saying? When y'all go, y'all shit sold out.
You gonna be in that layup line. This is what happened. You gonna be in that layup line. You gonna be looking at us. We don't even gotta talk.
Yes,
the
sir.
energy gonna be like
Right.
And your energy gonna be like, yo, I'm gonna destroy you.
Nah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
You know,
I already know
that's
it's
what it was
different.
about. That's what I felt. You know, I'm from Harlem, like 5 miles north of the Garden.
Yeah.
So I'm in the same borough. I grew up.
Yeah.
That feeling on that court, and you got your boys in the garden.
Yeah.
It's like you,
Well, this guy has his family and his girlfriend.
who?
This young man, he's a good guy right here. This guy got a girlfriend.
But that feeling, though, that energy, you're gonna feel it.
For sure.
You know, you're gonna. I'm telling you, you're gonna be in that line. You're gonna be like, yo, I'm
can't
getting
wait.
destroyed, kid.
Yes.
No, it's gonna be beautiful. I mean, the fact that you guys got a practice game at Madison Square Garden is crazy.
It is.
By itself. Jorge, you got tickets for that, baby?
Yo, the tickets is fuzzy for that game, by the way. It's not the regular thing. So
What they doing with them tickets?
I don't know, but you know,
You going?
I'm going to 25th for sure.
Okay.
I'm there.
Rube, you going? Let me know how it was.
There you go. Yeah. But no, man. So it's just a great time right now, man.
Now we excited for you, not just for you individually, but for the whole team, but for you yourself, just hearing your story. You know, I'm excited for you for another opportunity to get where you want to go. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Again, I just learned you went to Kentucky not too long ago. The beginning of the conversation was just crazy, but I have a close friend that raved about you being here, which is, I mentioned before, Jamel Thomas, who's a Providence.
Providence great.
Great.
The great Jamel
All-American.
Thomas, one of my
Right. They should.
all time.
Providence, please retire his jersey. I'm sick of hearing him and this jersey retirement thing. But with saying that, you know, having Dylan as well as Zuby on the show, I love the fact that you guys are marking this as your final year,
Yeah.
and you guys as leaders are making sure everybody know that your expectations is to win a national championship,
100%.
and you're preparing for it.
Yes, sir.
Right.
That's
So
why I came here.
how was that? How was that feeling amongst all of the guys on the team when you practice? Because as an outsider watching practice, it reminded me of my team where we had 12 guys that actually thought they was going to the NBA.
Yeah.
So the practices were brutal, but we loved and respected each other.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel about each other on the team?
We all love each other. I mean, everybody, you know, pushes each other every day in practice. Iron sharpens iron. That's the saying. We got 12 great guys, you know, and we all push each other every day in practice. You know, some days one guy's going to get going. Another day, another guy's going to be going. And
Like the
another
game.
No, for sure. That's just how it is when you're on a team with, you know, so many great players. And, you know, there's no nonsense going on with the team. Nobody's selfish. We all got a good group of guys that, you know, are playing for the right reasons, and we all want to win at the highest level.
So I only asked that question because Dylan said the same thing, but I want you guys to also take into consideration the new dynamic of college basketball, right? Because now y'all getting them checks, right? And as young players, again, I can tell you that's because I was a professional for so many years. The same mentality that you guys have now without the games, it's going to be very hard. I mean, it's going to be a lot of work, not hard, a lot of work to keep that mentality as the season goes on, right? Just because of the economics of the game.
Yeah.
And I think that's what's going to take you guys to another level, because that's hard.
Yeah.
I did that. I played with teammates that made more than me, and because I probably had a better game, I already saw how they and their agents act towards me.
Yeah,
Right? So that's a strange dynamic that I'm looking forward to seeing with you guys.
for sure. I mean, right now I don't see any of that. So, I mean, I hope.
Yeah, you ain't playing no games, huh?
For sure.
You ain't playing no fucking games.
Guess we're
You
going
don't see none of that.
Yes, sir.
Right.
0-0. But I'm gonna say this though. Yeah, if you enter the college basketball season, which is the greatest time of all, like,
Yeah, this is
in
nice.
this season, right? I know it's a special feeling, right? But if I'm entering a college Division I men's basketball season, I look at you guys' roster, and I'm saying to myself, I'm good.
Yeah.
I have every single thing I need.
100%.
And then I know people want to talk about stuff like that, but you have more. And Coach Pitino asked me this. You know, he asked me, like, "What do you think?" And I'm saying, I'm trying to keep it. You got a lot of players who do a lot of great things,
Yeah,
and with that, that's great, right? But now, how we meshing it together to win?
for sure.
Because, you know, every stage of the season is different. You know, preseason, it's different. You know, we're going to go to Georgia, we play against Kentucky, that's great. We go to Vegas, play against those teams, good teams, everything's great. then as you know, the Big East starts. The Big East is a monster,
For sure.
right? Because the Big East has a history of devouring its top teams because you're the target.
Yeah.
And then the NCAA, and then you got the Big East tournament, which is another animal, right? And the NCAA, it's a different style of play because one mistake you go home.
Yeah.
So with this roster you guys got, and you can tell me what you think. It's an amazing type of a roster because there's so many different players that could do a lot of great things. So tell me what you feel about that.
No, I think you hit everything on the head. I feel like we have all the pieces to do something special. We have the depth to do it, the versatility to do it. Like you said, I think it's just the matter of coming together and meshing together and building our chemistry. And I feel like what's great about that is just having like the exhibition games where we're going to be able to see first time playing against another opponent, not just playing against each other. We're going to be able to see what we need to work on and how well we play together and stuff like that. So I feel like we're going to be able to see and hopefully clean some things up with our first exhibition game.
That's the best part. You guys are playing with house money first, and that game, the game of the Garden against Michigan, it's house money.
Sure.
Like you don't want to come in there and play like crap.
For sure.
Well, they gonna boo y'all as y'all fucking around.
No, that's not gonna happen. If those fans think about booing, I don't care how bad they play. It's a problem.
Yo,
It is New York.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta be honest.
The boo birds is everywhere, but no.
You gotta be honest. They getting chicken too, and everybody know. This city is crazy. I mean, it could be good. It could be. Obviously, it could be good and bad.
No.
But I'm saying
It's
the
not-
worst case scenario.
You won't. Well, you definitely won't see me ever booing. Maybe.
Hey, listen, no disrespect. Hey, yo, Bryce, no disrespect. Y'all gotta do your job, and I'm booing y'all.
I'm with y'all to the wheels. The wheels come off. I'm with y'all.
Yes,
I mean, he is too, but
No, I'm with y'all 100%. I talk too much shit. I gotta deal with everybody.
he got to deal with because he got haters, man. He gonna have to deal with haters. So if y'all don't win, he got to deal with his haters. They're gonna be throwing jabs at him and stuff like that.
For sure.
And he don't.
Is this the most? Is this the best group of players you ever played with?
I think so, for sure. I think Kentucky comes pretty close to it, just like all the great players, me coming in as a freshman and, seeing it for the first time. We had a great brotherhood over there, but I think this is the best group. Yeah, for sure.
Your thoughts of Zuby at your four? Like
Crazy.
I know, yeah. Tell me what you was watching, but tell me your thoughts being a teammate of his.
No, it's amazing to have somebody like that on your team. Just somebody who works so hard like him, crashing the offensive glass. This is somebody we used to scout hard. He was at the top of our scouting report.
He called damage for everyone.
That is wicked.
Crazy. No, for sure. But playing with somebody like that, his IQ, he's not selfish. He plays hard. Just somebody fun to play with. And I just can't wait to get out there.
He's a guy like you look at like I didn't know before last season. I really didn't know much about him, and like he had the same expression on his face the whole season.
For sure.
And it was just like that's unbelievable to me. Like this era, Ty.
Yeah, we was pissed off when he didn't shoot more. I mean,
He definitely was.
Who was the most surprising player from this team that when you got here till now you was like, oh shit, son is real nice.
I think Dylan Darling, the point guard, for sure. Gritty. His skill set is crazy. His vision's crazy. He plays very hard. Kind of reminds me of like somebody like TJ McConnell, like just energized.
Why? Because he white? Because he white?
Wow.
I love to hear. No, I don't give a damn, Ty. I love to hear that because
I just want to know.
TJ McConnell.
I just want to know.
Listen, so we Knicks fans too, by the way. TJ McConnell been a thorn in our side.
Yeah.
Oh man, he gets in the game and that's a great.
He changes the energy of the game. Like he brings something to the table. Like it's just crazy.
But his demeanor when watching practice is even keel, which is always impressive to me.
For sure.
You can't really tell if he, rattle or not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the fire is there. I mean, I told these guys from the first practice, I was like, I don't know who that kid is. Because I don't, I don't really know everybody's names like that. And I was like, yo, shorty nice.
Yeah, for
You know
sure.
what I'm saying?
And I noticed that right away too. And the great sign for me is too. I came to watch y'all like all stages of this, from the summer to like now, present, right? And it's like when I come to a practice, first of all, I enjoy myself.
Yeah.
Because even if Rick is not happy with something, it's just like when I see the movement of like some of the players, I like it. I love it. You know what I'm saying? And for me, it's just like no drop off for nobody. Like I'm analyzing everybody. Like Ty could tell you, I don't play with the basketball stuff.
A
Like,
little drag in it, but
Yeah, you know.
it still got some weak dudes on the team. No disrespect.
no. We're not gonna go there. We're not gonna go there. But
Nah, they monsters. Y'all
for
team-
the most
y'all
part,
person is-
the
y'all
whole
person is dope.
team. It's like I'm seeing stuff every single time I'm coming. Like either a little bit new or just the same intensity as like I saw the last time. And it's a good feeling, man.
Nah, for
to
sure.
feel like, and I know it's early.
Yeah,
I know it's early.
Do you feel that good feeling though?
I do for sure. I feel like
You think in national championship too?
we definitely had the team to do it.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
Just got to come. It's a matter of coming
Just say
together.
the confidence.
You gotta dream it, man.
No,
you gotta
for
dream
sure,
it.
for sure,
You gotta dream that.
sure.
Nah,
That's
they,
our goal.
they got it.
It's present day. You gotta dream it. You know. Who else I'm thinking about? Like, so just overall, it's just a positive feeling for where you at in the space that you're in right now, right?
Very positive.
All right.
Body feel good, mind feel good.
Body feels good. I can't wait to get back out there. This is my first time actually getting a full season back in about 2 years. So
Damn.
yeah, it's been a long process, but
Right.
just can't wait.
You got to keep this strong though.
No,
bro.
for sure.
Keep that strong. But I'm gonna tell you physically, when you personally, when I'm watching you, it's like it's just consistent.
Yes, sir.
Consistent, high quality basketball.
Yeah.
You know, and that's going to play a big part. You're going to play a big part in the success of the team. You know,
Yeah.
and just only my advice: don't let being one of the senior leaders, don't let the outside
No, for sure.
come in and
Yeah.
mess us up, man.
Yes,
'Cause
sir.
people, it's St. John's, it's New York. People going to want to have their inputs, whether it's personal to players, whether
Outsiders, including
Media.
agents.
Yeah.
Keep
No.
them motherfuckers to the
none
side,
of that
baby.
matters. Me and him don't matter. Only that locker room, those coaches, that's all that matters.
For sure. For sure.
And just keep that in mind. Like,
Yeah,
even
y'all
if they-
professionals, man.
well, even if things get difficult, like, because sometimes, y'all the hunted, right?
Yeah.
Which is a great thing.
Yeah.
I want to be the hunted.
For sure.
I want to be
Nah,
the
that's a
hunted,
good
right?
thing. That's a good
It's a great thing. But with that comes,
You want to be the host
Challenge.
for another 10, 15 years, brother.
Yes, sir.
you
know
feel
what I'm
that way?
saying?
You feel y'all going to be the hunted? Like,
Yeah,
I know
I
you got friends around. They
Nah, for
they
sure.
talking.
For sure. For sure. 100%.
They
Oh
come-
yeah, all your guys hitting you like, yeah, St. John's. I already know.
yeah. Yeah.
No, but you want to literally, you want to be the hunted for the next couple of years. You know, to for all the pain and suffering you went through, then come into St. John's, winning a national championship,
He going to love
winning
it.
a national championship,
Yo.
and then going on to your professional career.
Going on to the
100%,
NBA.
you know?
Yes, sir.
So that's another thing. So being that you at St. John's, this is the best place to be as far as exposure.
Yeah,
Man,
yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on, nobody. So you have the opportunity, and your teammates, they watching.
Mm-hmm.
As in practice, you see
Yeah.
certain scouts. So can that affect you personally, or how are you intaking all this that you know what's about to happen?
I feel like the biggest thing is we just got to win. And I feel like if we're all focused on one goal and winning, no matter who gets the credit, who has the most points, whatever it may be, who's getting the limelight or whatever you want to call it, all the attention, stuff like that. If we're all focused on one goal and winning, I feel like at the end of the year, when it's time to, put your name in the draft, I feel like those teams want players that are winners.
That's a fact.
And I feel like that's going to be the
Sure.
best thing and the biggest thing. And that's what Coach preaches to us with us having, such a great team and, great players. Just staying focused on the main goal.
All these NBA coaches, and Ty knows some, and scouts and coaches, I do myself. The individual talent is great.
Mm-hmm.
The scoring ability is great.
Yeah.
But they all these teams, when they talk, they want players like impact winning.
For sure.
Especially as a new guy coming in.
Yeah.
Not everybody's few like LeBron James come in where they need him to do everything. But so almost 99.5% of the players, they want them to impact winning. That may be some scoring.
Yeah.
That may be other things. But don't, just a little bit of advice, don't let none of that stuff like get you caught up.
No, for sure.
The winning product
Yeah.
is the best product.
100%.
So
Son, you had to go through all that to tell them that winning helps everybody.
whatever, man.
Man,
We got a young
Yo, Shorty, you
superstar.
gotta win. You win. Everybody wins at the end of the year,
Sure.
right? You leave here as a winner, you'll always be a winner in New York.
100%.
That's the beautiful thing about being here in the city. Now, if you lose, that's a different conversation. You know what I'm saying? But again, my expectations, as well as Nels, as well as everyone is here, is that St. John's has an amazing year. You guys all excel here in New York at St. John's, and then we continue it for a couple more years. But as far as this show and myself and Nell, we're gonna be following you regardless.
Yes,
you know what I'm
sir.
saying? We want to sneak you here on the show during the season when you get some time,
Yeah.
because I want to know. I want
Yo.
to know what's going on.
Well, hey Bryce, I want to ask you, like, what'd you think about this? Like having a
It's
show
amazing.
like this, like
Real cool.
you know,
Just to be with
former players.
100%. Just being here. You guys been through it before, playing for St. John's. You guys know what it takes to win and stuff like that. But it's just real dope to be here talking to 2 former players.
Appreciate that, brother.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's the whole point, man.
Yes,
Just
sir.
to link us.
We ain't
together.
pay you to say that neither, man.
Yeah, we
For sure.
But
we time travelers.
Right.
Time travelers. We went back 40 years.
But
We up in the present.
I meant I was going to games when they was struggling too.
I did.
You wasn't going.
No,
Let's be honest.
No, hold on.
Yo, Mango, am I lying?
I just hold up. I don't know if I skipped years, but maybe I wasn't going like, I was coming. I was at the Garden with George playing in Georgetown, and the crowd had like 8,000. It's bad.
Yeah.
The Garden is not meant for having like only
8,000. That's a fact.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
It's
crazy.
not good.
And-
And losing at the same time is not good.
yeah.
You're not knocking no other coaches.
But we off that, right?
Yeah.
Because we're Big East champions. We got Bryce Hopkins.
Got
We're
Bryce
going to
Hopkins.
repeat as Big East champions, and we go get to it. So, Bryce, listen, all the best to you. First of all, you personally, health-wise, mental health-wise, all the above.
Appreciate it.
And again, you got another support system here. I'm biased, even though he go on camera and, have fun with St. John. Yo, my second from the producer just gave me a crazy look. But Shawnelle, this fucking jacket you got on, son,
Yo,
this jacket been annoying me all day, bro.
Nick Vendico, thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. I'm supporting us. You know what I'm saying?
We supporting Bryce. We supporting St.
supporting
John.
Bryce.
Supporting Bryce. Bryce, thanks for coming on the show.
Appreciate y'all for having me.
This has been the Storm NYC. Peace to everybody. Thank you to our special guest, Bryce Hopkins, my co-host, Fly Ty, our PA, Sophia, our director, Patch, my man Patch, our executive producer, Ruben Rivera. Thank you to all our people who coming in. Eric Newman, I've been leaving you out, man. Eric Newman in LA, thank you for all the hard work, the technical work. We really appreciate it. Peace to Johns, Sweet Chick, Nas. We out. It's the Storm.
Sir.
Hey.